Winners of Westfair Communications' Barracuda tank event were announced during a reception at the Saltaire Oyster Bar and Fish House in Portchester on August 7th. Young businesses, which have managed to navigate the business world filled with barracudas and sharks, submitted online videos about themselves, which were voted on by Westfair's readers. Westfair publishes the Westchester and Fairfield County Business Journals and WAG Magazine. Sylvia Herzog of the Women's Development Enterprise Center introduced the contestants who attended.
So the first one is Burbio, which streams school communities, school sports, and small business event calendars through a website, iOS, Android app, and Alexa skill.
My name is Dennis Roach. I'm one of the co-founders. Burbio was actually co-founded by myself and my wife, who built our calendar technology. What Burbio does is we stream all the school, community, and sports and event information from a town. We put it in one place. We publish in about 200 communities. We were founded in Pelham, New York, because we couldn't figure out what was going on in Pelham.
Our next contestant is Jim Jenkins from First Wellness, which provides wellness programming for veterans, a population that is not well served, and that Jim hopes to serve better.
All right, thank you very much. As retired military and Department of Veteran Affairs EAP manager, I saw a lot of things that needed to be taken care of. Of course, they're not going to take care of, so you have to do it yourself. So, like everybody else, I mortgaged the house and took the credit cards and started a full-time business.
Our next contestant here are represented by our counterparts at the WBDC in Connecticut. Claudia and Ann are here to accept the award for Grand Statement, which repurposes, upcycles, and transforms old pianos into unique pieces of furniture and art.
Okay, so I'm Ann, and this is Claudia. Mary Curley from Grand Statement is one of our clients. I met Mary a few months ago and was so incredibly impressed with her tenacity, creativity, and drive to do something with old pianos rather than just have them end up in a landfill.
Suzanne Shoemaker from Undercare, who has a specialty clothing line, one of our superstars from Wedsey, and we're very happy to introduce her tonight.
A few years ago, I observed some elderly women who were struggling to dress following a swimming class at the YMCA in White Plains. So they had grabby poles, long poles with pincers on the end, and they were dangling their underwear in the air and trying to put their feet and legs through the leg opening. So I thought to myself, there's got to be a better way to get dressed than this for people who have mobility limitation. So I went home and I started cutting up underwear and sewing it together. And one thing led to another, and now I've developed a line of undergarments, bathing suits, and athletic wear for people who struggle with mobility limitation.
For our third place Barracuda, we have someone who developed a new product. If you're a mother, you'll understand what this product is. When your baby would sometimes get gas in their belly and you'd be up all night thinking, oh, Lord, this person developed an airtight bottle, has been wildly successful, I know, in the market, and it's Biddy Lab.
When you have a baby and it's super gassy, it is a big problem. So I developed this product because I wanted to help my baby not only stop the problems and the pain, but also why does the baby have to even deal with all that air swallowing? So I developed something that actually doesn't allow air inside the bottle at all. So he doesn't even have to, or she doesn't even have to deal with it. And it works like a syringe. So once you put it together, you can expel the air, pretty similar to a syringe, by pressing on this plunger. Once the baby creates the suction, this plunger moves automatically. So there's never air inside the container. And also, he can sit in 100% upright position and drink, so he doesn't have to lie down.
Our second place Barracuda is addressing something in the economy that we know needs a lot of attention right now to create the next generation of leaders. They are a group of engineers that have developed a way to make STEM an interesting subject in the elementary, middle, and high schools. They have been very, very popular, and we would like to introduce Milestone C.
My name is Gemmo. If you've seen it in writing, it's an absolute disaster. It looks like Chemocam, Cemocam, however you want to say it. I just go by Gemmo, G-E-M-O. It makes life so much easier.
I'm Dave. I've been working in the career world about 10 years, bounced around big companies, small companies, done all sorts of engineering, a lot of integration, electrical, mechanical, some software. So really got a diverse background of, not really good at anything in particular, but great at putting a lot of good things together.
And the winner of the Barracuda event 2018, I'm proud to announce, is Craft and Sprout.
My wife Tori and I'm Ken Pond, Tori Pond, my wife. We have the utmost respect and are very humbled by being in the presence of like a room like this, because as entrepreneurs, we all know the same deal. We don't work paycheck to paycheck to paycheck. There are no more 9 to 5s for us. It doesn't work that way. It's when the job is done, that's when you go home, and that's it. Tori and I have always worked for ourselves. We have 4 small boys that are 10 and under. Our name is Craft and Sprout. We're craft because our tiny homes that we build, and yes, we build tiny homes on wheels, like you see on TV. That's what we do for a living, believe it or not. They're handcrafted, so that's our craft. And then Sprout is a nod to our 4 young boys, our Sprouts, that are 10 and under. So I know. Because the Green Giant's son was Sprout, so I'm 6'5", I'm like the Green Giant, so.
And I will take credit for that entire idea.